Right, well, the 48 Buick with the 41 engine in it. Obviously we had the leaky water pump problem. Customer got a new water pump for us, so that's all fitted and done, no leaks, all good. Engine I tuned up yesterday, she's running nice. It needs, when it's hot, good tappets again, which I expected to have to do anyway. The exhaust didn't fit because I'm not sure whether the manifold's slightly different on a 48 to a 41. It shouldn't be, I don't think, but the exhaust pipe didn't fit properly, so I cut it off.
Okay.
Reshaped it, re-welded it. Yeah, all running good, but I don't think she's charging, so I'm just going to run through the dynamo side and the voltage regulator this morning and see if we can work out what's wrong with that. But generally, yeah, all good.
So where do you start with the battery with it not charging properly then?
First thing to do is check, make sure whether it is negative or positive earth. But this is wired up negative earth, which is, it doesn't really matter. But you have to know which way to put your testers on and things like that, because one's opposite to the other.
Yeah.
Right, basically you've got power from the battery, goes to the starter motor on the non-turning side of it. Then you have a big fat wire, goes up to the ammeter, out of the ammeter and comes to the battery terminal on your voltage regulator. So you've got battery, armature and field. That's armature and that's field. So the first thing we do is check that you are getting a live feed from the battery, which we are. That's on permanently, doesn't matter what you do with that, that should stay on. Next thing to do is check that we've got this wired up correctly. So you've got armature to armature, that should give you continuity. Field to field, so that should give you continuity, which you check with this. You just put an ohms reading on it, so you can, that means you've got continuity between the wires. We'll go on that one, that's all good. That should be that way. Let's disconnect those off of there so we know we're definitely the right way round, because your field coil's linked through to it. It's more than likely, I would have thought, in there. Can't see any reason why this shouldn't work. Right. Right, so that one should be field, and that one was field. So we'll check that. Make sure we're not gone the wrong way round or anything. So that is definitely field, which is the thinner of the two wires, which is what normal. Right, okay, so all of that was on the right way round, okay? So the next thing to do, see if this is actually working. Now, a generator basically is the same, it's the same principle as an electric motor.
Okay.
So what you should be able to do is link those two together with a link wire. Okay. Then loosen your belt off so it's not touching anything, and then just put a live straight to the two when they're connected, and that should spin the generator.
Okay.
So it tells you if it's got basic function. It won't tell you how much charge it's putting out.
Yeah.
But it'll tell you if you've got basic function. Put that one on there. That should link those two. So now those two are linked, you should be able to pick up a live. Doesn't matter which side of those you touch. So we know that that's permanent live, yeah?
Okay.
I'll touch that over onto any one of those terminals. Right, and that should spin, but it's not. So I would say, possibly we've got a short in the generator. So basically all we can do now is take the generator off and have a look at it.
Okay.
Right, let's put this on the bench. screwdriver. Oh, that's where that screwdriver went. Look, it's in the bucket.
How did it end up?
So I dropped it.
So a generator's quite a simple thing?
Yeah, I mean, if it's had it, it's had it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot you can really do, but all you can do is check that things don't need cleaning. Normally the commutator was the end bit with a brush, and it should be separated with mica, but they just clog up, jam up, or the brushes wear out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty dirty. See, that should be like a shiny brass, but brushes don't look too bad, so let's whip her nose off. Okay, so it should have enough brush on there. You've got your armature out, and this one is your field. So the next thing to do is make sure that these aren't short. That one definitely shouldn't short out to there. Right, so you haven't got any short there. You haven't got any short there. Okay, so that should be okay. No broken wires. No shorted wires. Right, I wouldn't have said there's a short in there. But basically all it does is that is your power out, yeah? Okay. So you have power in, power out, and that field terminal, every time the voltage regulator clicks, it cuts the power down, because if these keep going, they'll just generate more and more and more and more voltage.
Yeah.
So 6-volt generator, if you left it running, it'll probably get up to about 30 volts and blow up.
Okay.
Which is strange, but that's what they do. Well, so basically the only other thing we can do now is give this a sand and a clean. Yeah, there really isn't a lot else you can do with it without sending it away to be professionally repaired, you know? Because if the field windings are gone, these, you haven't got any open hills chance.
Yeah.
But you'd have thought the amount I've had it running, if it was going to fire up, it would have started, you know, it would have worked. So we'll put it back together and then we'll try her again, but there really isn't a lot more you can do with that.
This is why I was asking if it's quite a simple component.
It is a simple component in the theory of how it works, yeah, very simple bit of kit. But if the field windings are gone or the armature windings are gone, then it just won't work. Double check that again. Right, well there's continuity all the way through that. Right, let's get battery. Oh, hello. Still goes the same way, so.
Does that tell you that the generator's working?
Yeah. Right. the way you start one of these, they work back to front, the ignition keys on these. So that's off, you can take the key out, yeah?
Yeah.
That's locked. So it works back to front. So off, on, all you do is put your foot on the throttle. It's working. So we'll turn her off, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got discharge written there,
Yeah.
charge written there.
Yeah.
So ignition on.
Yeah.
That should have dropped. So turn the lights on. See it drop?
Yeah, yeah.
So discharge. Okay, so start her up. So watch the needle. It's fluctuating a little bit when I rev it. See it go to charge?
Yeah.
Then back again.
Yeah.
So that means it's working as it should do.
Perfect. Success then. So it's just that bit of dirt on the...
Bit of dirt probably, fiddling around with the contacts, cleaning them a little bit. Yeah. Sweet.
Good job.
And the next thing, I've got to make the horns work. That's the horn relay, clicking
Yeah.
in and out. So it's just checking to see whether you're getting power back out of it. So you've got your horn relay. I should be able to check it there. Right, could you press the horn button for me?
Oh my Christ! Oh. Oh.
Oh, that really hurt.
Jesus, that was loud where I was standing. Your ear was right next to the horn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said your ear was right next to the horn.
Right, mine, it might go, it might not.
Jesus.
Okay, so that was just a dirty contact again. Oh, fucking hell, that hurt.
God.
Oh.
That's quite aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, well, they work. That was an easy fix.